The Jazz have been a competitive team in the West due to their defense and grit, but last year that just wasn't the case, and it showed in the standings.
At the line for two.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
Fareed's checked in for the Jazz.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Blake kicks to Garnett. Shumpert in the corner. And Young, here we go. Vicious to Blake. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
As you said, Kobe's starting to get to the age where you just don't know how many years he has left, especially with all the injuries. And the Lakers need to look now to who's going to lead them in the future.
Here's Bogut from inside. And the jumper falls for him. Bogut's got it back down to within single digits for Utah. Blake kicks to Garnett. Garnett with the screen for Young. The rebound by the Jazz. Adding on to that thought about the Lakers, Clark, they have seemingly always had one of the top players in the entire league to build around.
Yeah, that's always been one of their key pillars to success. You know, Magic, Wilt, Jerry, well, I mean, you can go on and on, Elgin Baylor. And they thought they might have had Dwight Howard, but now they're in a bit of a search to find the leader to take over once Kobe is gone.
Here's Blake. Young outside. Garnett with the screen for Young. He kicks it to Garnett. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Burke, the pass to Hayward. Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here is Hayward. Clock at 6. They double him with Shumpert.
They're completely untracked here. Actually, they're off the track. I'm not seeing the usual flow and movement from the offense from this team. And that's not like them. That's out of character. They got to get back to their free-flowing offense.
Young, right side. In low to Garnett. Shoots a fader. Misses off the left iron.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Bogut sets a screen for Burke. To the middle. Here's Doc. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And that's now 11 points for Doc.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Trey Burke, a smooth operator. You know, in his first season with the Jazz, he was in the top 15 in the NBA in terms of turnover rate for point guards. Just doesn't seem to make those rookie mistakes. Just a great decision maker with the ball in his hands.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Doc.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Levine kicks to Dang. Now here's Kobe. Defense right on him. Drops the inside leaner. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Now here's Burke. In low to Bogut. Stolen by Levine. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. From about 16. And Kobe Bryant again. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
You know, that mid-range jump shot may be an underutilized tool in today's NBA, but it's really serving this team well.
In fact, it very well might be the strongest area of their game offensively.
Doug. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
The Lakers might have sunk to the bottom of the Western Conference last season, but they still put up a pretty good fight against a lot of Western Conference teams.
You know, one thing this Lakers group last year always played with was pride. I mean, that should be a given, but that's not always the case. Sure, it was a down year, but they weren't just going to pack it up and give up and let their bitter rivals have the best of it.
Hill sets the screen for Kobe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
And that was a silver lining for the Lakers. They did manage to save some face with tough performances.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, last year was a lost cause for them. Between the injuries and everything, I mean, you can never count the Lakers down for too long in the rest, and I think they'll be back, but boy, last year was tough.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Levine kicks to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Kobe. Burke with it. Dish out to Hayward. Pass to Doc. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz trail by 10. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Goes up on the high post.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Here is Doc, guarded by Kobe. And the lead is down inside single digits. 15 points for Doc.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Here's Levine. Burke covering. Clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
The first free throw is good. And Clark, for Kobe in his post-playing career, you have to think he would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some level, given that he has spent his whole career, really his most formative years with the organization.
You know, that could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand at coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit.
Well, when Kobe speaks, people listen. That was the case last year when he revealed his all-time starting 5, and he did not place himself in the lineup. Interesting.
Look at who Kobe did put in there. Magic and Jordan, you know, the guards. Bird at the 3 with Russell and Kareem down low. Not really a lot you could argue with about that particular group, Steve.
No, it's one of the things I love about Kobe. He's got a great reference and a historical perspective of the NBA, and it shows, Kevin, how much he reveres that era.
Here's Levine. The feed to Dang. Now Bryant. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. Jazz trail by 9. Feeds to Bogut. Got a piece of it. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Timeout called the Lakers. Young's checked in for Ryan Anderson. Lakers leading by 6. Outside Bryant. Hill up top. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Levine kicks to Dang. Shoots the 3. That is good. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Kobe comes with the double team. Burke kicks to Hayward. Passes to Fareed. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Here is Hayward. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Lakers lead by 9. Outside Bryant. Six to shoot. A baseline J. Tips it back in. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Fareed setting the pick for Burke. Wide open. It's stolen by Hill. It's tipped. And here's Young. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Lakers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for them in the end.
Depth always a factor in wins like this. What an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Lou all day. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see he was a difference maker.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, the Jazz really struggled last season. Maybe the worst defensive team in the league, and they weren't a lot better offensively. Some of that you have to attribute to youth. And quite honestly, it's impressive they were able to win as many games as they did under the circumstances.
And you look at the free throw attempts for the Jazz. Steve, last season, their lowest number in decades.
Well, driving inside and getting to the line, normally a staple for Jazz teams in years past. So You have to think that they're looking to get back to that this season.